Hello everybody, my name is Hammock, and welcome to another Hammock cast. This is a cast of the ETF2L Season 12 Grand Final in Highlander between Strong Opinions and STCK, also known as Super Dickman's Canoeing. I could never really remember that. And the game is starting now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, time for some free cam. So we have Strong Opinions in the red team, STCK in the blue team. On STCK, they have Z-Man, Burn, Sprayer, Clark, Sandwich, Spelly, Yahoo, Dima, and May. And on the red team, Strong Opinions, they have Maros, Raptor, Steve, Adam Rasic, Emilio Estevez, Seal, CJ, Cloudy, and Toast. Red team are setting up in their standard position. Usually you'll see a lot of guns watching around this cliff area to watch the tunnel, but it can be spammed out by an aggressive sniper and soldier in this position. So they've opted for this position here, which also helps for denying the soldier and the demo in the early rocket jumps. Let's see if blue team have any sneaky stuff. They seem to be running Uber. The sniper's on Mac in a Razorback. That's a reskin. I don't have correct bindings to switch to all the players yet, so I'm just going to stay in free cam. Both teams have Uber charge. The early teleporter pick from Adam Rasic. Toast is playing on the cliff as a gun spy. LOL EU Highlander. Soldier's going for the early bomb. Everyone's going. Oh, and they go for the drop on CJ. Huge pick by the blue team. Now it's a question of if Strong Opinions can hold this cliff with the Uber disadvantage. The blue team can easily go in and take the cliff from them. They just need to rebuild their forces here. Toast is playing very aggressive, going for frags, trying to stall them out. If people on blue team can stay down, then they won't be able to group. Blue team are pushing up the cart very well here, right to the end of tunnel. The sentry not being near cliff allows them to push very aggressively forward, especially since the combo has gone through the tunnel here. They go for the aggressive use. They are now flanking behind them. The red team cannot back out because of blue team's position. Combo's dropping down. CJ is very low health, and CJ goes down. Good play by the blue team. They came around for the pincer maneuver so that the enemy team couldn't back out. They still seem to be alive though. The sentry wasn't taken out. The teleporter was taken out. Seal going for the escape maneuver here. It's been called that it's probably not worth holding here anymore due to lack of combo, and Seal does manage to get out with the gun. Will he get sniped crossing this sniper sight line? No. This will be very good for the red team here. Blue team are just going to take control at this point very easily. Roof isn't often contested in this division due to the ability to not back out without getting past this sight line here. So they're playing with the forward sentry here. Nice headshot onto the enemy engineer. Soldier is on direct hit on the roof, spamming out the gun. I could see red team just stalling for a little bit of time while their engineer backs out to third point, but they are contesting very well here, trying to get some additional time on the corner. Z-Man is set up on the roof, but gets taken out by Maros. Having a spy on the roof is a very strong position because he can just snipe with the ambi. They're starting to lose a lot of pressure here on the corner. And red team has used their Uber charge, trying to block the cart here from the sneaky cat from May. They're stalling out for as much time as possible here. Blue team is starting to push up. Soldier goes in for the bomb. Adam Rasic, very low health, gets taken out by the sniper. Oh, that was a nice air shot from Burn. And they get the ninja cap in there, very close, using the Dead Ringer spy. Red team's still in here. I'm waiting for Seal to back out. Yeah, he's starting to back up. There we go. A lot of teams will just back out very early here. Third point is a very strong point, and you don't want to potentially risk losing that hold by overextending on second. So they're working as much time as they can into this hold. Burn getting very aggressive onto these tracks here, not being contested. Can he get a big pick on the engineer here, or the medic? Doesn't seem like it. They're currently setting up on this third point. It looks like they're doing the standard hold. They've got the sentry in window dispenser blocking out the spy. Heavy up top, probably going to contest this area since he can use the ammo and the health. The flank of Strong Opinions holding the low ground. to stop the cart being pushed up. Nice headshot from Burn, taking out the soldier. This allows them to push up Boiler a lot more without taking additional spam. Burning allowing to get a headshot on anyone crossing. He takes out Cloudy. This is a good snowball move. Now that the sniper has been taken down, the medic can walk out without potentially instant dropping. They get a lot more value out of this Uber, not having to force early. A lot of pressure is coming up from SDCK. They're spamming out. They have full charge now. It's now equal Ubers. They're using early to apply the damage to the sentry. They force CJ. They have a second longer Uber, but they have been applying the Uber to more characters on the blue team. Sorry, I'm thinking of words. Adam Racecar is going down. The heavy trade is not in favor of Emilio. They could lose this hold very quickly here. The flank of Strong Opinions are doing great holding the high ground. Now they can deny people from walking up and pushing the cart. Emilio going very aggressive. Being taken out by Yahoo. If he had the minigun, he could have probably destroyed them. But... And... Sorry, I just stammered there. Here we have Steve going very aggressive here on the Boiler. They have the Heavy and the Sniper. They seem to have a teleporter in Boiler. Okay. They're regrouping their forces into Boiler here. Toast is going in. He could go for a potential mid-ambi shot. But he's being denied by the Demo Man. We seem to have Z-Man going in to pressure the cart with the Dead Ringer. The hold seems to be set up again. And the Uber charges are favouring CJ. They could go for an aggressive force on the enemy medic here. The enemy sniper and spy have been taken out. So they could decide to move their sniper up on this track area to go for a pick. But the blue team is set up in the Boiler area. They now have full charge. They have to look out for the enemy sniper. Raptor being taken out. Clark setting up level 1 sentry. Where's that sentry at? Here goes the sniper trade between the snipers. Z-Man kiting behind, pulling back Steve. Setting up for potentially a soldier going for a bomb. Combo Strong Opinions playing very close to the car, not giving in to any potential pushing up pressure from the spy or the scout. Burn getting very low here, having to rebuff. Toast also keeping Burn from getting a free shot. But then May denying Toast. Looks like they're regrouping, going into tracks, going to buff Burn. Will he get a pick here? He could potentially get a shot on Seal here. He misses. Oh, Cloudy being taken down by Z-Man, still behind the enemy team with the infamous Dead Ringer unlock. This is giving up a lot of room for Burn, who is currently low health at the moment. Where is his medic? Oh, they've already used in Burn is low health. They don't have the value of a sniper here without him potentially getting chipped down, but it doesn't seem to matter. The Uber charge coming out, the exchange happening. Very favourable for Strong Opinions, getting a lot of pressure here. Z-Man feigning, getting behind. He does the Dead Ringer speed buff trick. He gets onto third, past the dispenser. Will he make anything of this? Steve definitely knew he came up there. And he is denied. He loses the high ground positioning. Steve doing a great job of denying the enemy spy. He is still alive though, so he could potentially get some ambies. Steve playing very far back, denying the spy. Now it goes for the sniper battle once again. The combo of SDCK are pushing up with a 40% Uber advantage. The heavy will go down. The demo is backing up. They need to regain their forces here. Raptor is in. He just taken out Sprayer and Spelly. Wait, that was Adam Racecar. Man, that was a huge play there. I feel like that could have gone better if the heavy on blue team wasn't so aggressive and died. Because once he died, it left the room for the bomb without being denied by the Tomislav heavy. So they lost a lot of their advantage there. Man, this Telly and Boiler is working out pretty well for them holding. I need to remember that. NG main advice. Oh, Toast is all the way on first point. If you can sap that Telly, that's going to be huge, because the distance between first point and third point pushing on offense is very huge. That Telly pick is very valuable. Z-Man going for the cart nudging strat. Toast taking out the teleporter, at least the entrance. The soldier spam from Bridge House. Seal is setting up his building. Strong Opinions are doing a decent job holding here. Sprayer nearly has full Uber charge. He has full Uber charge now, so it could be going for an Uber trade. God, this is so hard when you, like, fuck up your words. The Uber is coming in from Sprayer. The Uber exchange is multiing on the side of Strong Opinions onto 2 people, but they back out early. A very good Iron Man hold here, preventing the Uber charges from STCK coming in and breaking the fortress. The exchanges... Oh, and Toast is finally taken out, kiting so many people. But now that the teleporter's down, they're all being bled. This could lead potentially to Strong Opinions' flank going very aggressive, as I see Raptor going aggressive into the boiler. I was hoping that they would go forward and get a bunch of damage, now that they're all, like, slowed down a bit. Or Z-Man going for the trick jump once again. I believe it was called by Raptor. They are aware of his presence, and he is taken down. Deadringer not OP enough in this situation. Sandwich is kind of trapped here. He may get bodied and get sniped. Toast going for the ambi shots. The flank aggression here. Raptor is going in for the bomb on the dispenser. He doesn't take out the dispenser, sadly. Spy snapping my sentry. Oh, the spy took out sentry of Clark. Oh, blue team's starting to push up the cart here. They're getting a lot of pressure. The Uber comes out. The Pyro trades. Who will be the best Pyro of the season? We will see from this trade right here. They're just blowing each other constantly. It's like the forums. Here we have this soldier up high ground, trying to shoot down the dispenser, but it stays alive. Steel playing very far back. You could definitely use with an arrow. The gun is being spammed out, but being repaired. Very good hold. The level 1 sentry on offense, defending Burn, taking out Raptor. This seems to be a good push here from SDCK. Maros picking up the kill on Clark. They just need to push it a little bit more. Yes, they got the cap. Seal is still in. He needs to get out of here before he snipes dropping down from that position. Is he going to get shot? Yeah, he's got taken out. That's why you use your Reeker effect. You can just teleport out back to spawn. Anyway, we have Red Team getting bled a lot and May getting taken out. That was a good frag there. The forces of Red Team are currently bled. This is a great opportunity for Blue Team to push in and take the camp, because they don't currently have a strong defense up. The Ubercharge taken out. Spamming everyone. Yahoo is chasing. He's fragging everyone. The Pyro battle once again. Who will win? It's Yahoo! And the minis from Red Team, they don't have the opportunity to set up a level 3 sentry here, so that's a good plan. Raptor is currently uncontested in this map room hold, destroying everyone on the cart. Very good play. Clark going in like the man mode NG. You have to die for pushing that cart. Okay, this seems like a good opportunity for Red Team to reconvene and start setting up their hold. CJ up in the Lenny spot, buffing Cloudy. Raptor currently holding this map room with Steve. Steve going with the Contra speed buff shotgun. Oh, he's like a scout. He's like a not good scout. And now we have the sniper trade going once again. Who will win the sniper trade? The most exciting part of the game. This is the only part of the game. Highlander is pretty much just a 1v1 between the snipers. And Cloudy won. That pretty much just means Strong Opinions won, but did they? Here we have the blue team, who are... What the fuck are they? They're in tires. There they are. I'm good at paying attention. We have Raptor being very aggressive. The soldier battle! The Uber coming out on Yahoo again. It seems to be the Uber Pyro meta this time. The Pyro battle, and Emilio is invited this time. Steve is not feeling very confident about his current Uber Pyro exchanges, so he enlists the help of Emilio Estevez. Sprayer being taken out. A good cleanup. Basically a wipe, except for Dima, but he's a roaming soldier. He doesn't matter anyway. And here we have Toast taking out the engineer buildings. The best pick. Taking out that dispenser. Now we have the blue team having to reconvene here. To be honest, that teleporter pick probably wasn't as good because they already died altogether anyway, so it's not like you're bleeding them any further, but it's extra points. Well, there's no reason not to take out that telly, I guess. So now we have the Strong Opinions holding a lot closer to choke. May is just walking in, contesting Adam Racek, or Adam Racecar. Burn, taking out Cloudy! Ah, SDCK can now walk up. The sniper's being very aggressive, forgetting that stickies exist. CJ getting backstabbed by the guy who uses a gun and not a knife. Did he just, you know, shoot him in the back? I don't know. We have Sandwich here, very low health, holding the map room so they can contest. Pushing the card in, and that is a cap for STCK for the first round of this game. God, fucking constantly talking about a game is hard. Now we have STCK on the red team and SO on the blue team. Obviously STCK are at a huge advantage here because they have the tag advantage. They all have tags, while Strong Opinions don't. Well, actually, I guess Cloudy does, and I guess Steve. Oh, we have the standard lobby sentry here to watch the tunnel. It could potentially be taken out if they have a sniper here, a direct hit soldier here, NG to protect the sniper, and then the sniper can pretty much just get a bunch of free shots and then spam out the NG. Also, a soldier can stand around about here, jump up, dart hit base jumper, glide over, and then shoot that gun. There's a lot of ways you can take this gun. You can also just stand here and, like, shoot it. Like, I find this sentry to be pretty good in, like, lobbies, though, because no one actually wants to drop down and block the cart, so you have a sentry that does it. Okay, we have Uber Charge on the side of red, and Uber Charge on the side of blue. Is that an Uber Charge? Yeah, that's an Uber Charge. They added like a festivizer to like the Kritzkrieg, so I can never really tell now. Cloudy being taken out by the red sniper, the second sniper. Steve setting up, he wants to get revenge on Yahoo for the previous pyro exchanges. Sandwich is playing very aggressive here. He could get headshot, but he doesn't because they don't have a second sniper on blue team. Here we have Burn and Z-Man, both playing the rock. The Uber Force coming from Sprayer. That was a good exchange for the blue team there. CJ is still waiting in spawn with the Uber Charge. Emilio was waiting on Cliff for his medic, but I guess CJ is staying in spawn, so he's walking up to the tunnel where they can start to pressure the gun. Demon's doing a good job pressuring out the engineer from pushing the cart. This seems to be a good time for the demo and soldiers to go for a jump, unless they decide to go for the Uber Charge. They do actually, the Uber Charge coming from the tunnel. They're not taking the high ground though, so it looks like they're pretty much just going to keep it here. The gun goes down. Raptor going in for the follow-up bomb on the engineer, taking him down. Raptor, will he survive? Nope, Dima wins, but that's because he used the Contra. Raptor got the more value out of that. The cleanup from the red team, still holding the cart. Toast going for the ambies on the heavy weapons guy, standing on the teleporter. Emilio taking it out, the teleporter being taken out. This is first point being taken by the blue team. Will red team hold the corner? It seems they are holding the corner here. At least giving them time to have the engineer set up on third point. Seems he's picked up the pack, placed down the sentry here, placing the dispenser, and then he's going to rescue range his sentry up here to save time. Yeah! What's he running? He's running Southern Hospitality. Boo, inferior wrench. Obviously not a Premiership gamer. It's either Jag or Eureka. Oh, we have Z-Man setting himself on roof. He's actually very low health. Ah, Deadringer is such a crutch. Having the position up on roof as the red spy is very strong for the blue team pushing this corner here, since they can just get a bunch of free shots, potentially forcing the medic. CJ being launched into the air, doesn't die, he dies to a roller! He dies! Actually, was that a roller? That must have been a direct hit. A direct, yeah. Oh, I was kind of hoping he died to full damage there. Oh. I don't think there was much he could do. Yeah, he could have done that. He was just kind of bombed. Z-Man currently set up on the roof, ambing everybody. Raptor having to go after him, but Raptor doesn't have a dead ringer, so Z-Man obviously wins. And he can keep running away again, because that's a balanced class. Blue team setting up again on the corner, playing a bit further back, because they don't know whether the red sniper is forward or not. Toast is actually very far in. He's actually behind the point, ready to go for a sap on Clark. Is he on Invisawatch or Cloak and Dagger? I think he is. He's going in, he gets the stab on Clark and the sap on the sentry. The Homewrecker probably not being used by the Red Pyro, so that sentry is gone. The Boston Basher kill on Toast, it doesn't matter. He took out the sentry and the engineer, that's a lot of value. Spelly being taken out by the blue sniper, the red demo man going down. And not much pressure being applied here. There is a sentry being taken down. And the demo man. So you'd think blue team would push in, but they don't seem to be capitalizing. Maybe a miscommunication on who was available at the time. This is definitely giving red team a lot more time to set up again. The red engineer coming back to build. In fact, where is he? Is he building on last? Huh. I can't actually see where red engineer... Okay, there he is. He must have been further back. Blue team coming in. The Uber is already used. Very low Uber percentages here. Z-Man getting the stab on the heavy. Going for the picks on the demo man. The fragile spy sneaking class running in people's faces, because that's how the metagame works, I guess. The blue team push not being very effective. It seems like Strong Opinions pushes aren't as good as their defenses. The sentry being set up again by Clark in the window position. The gun and the sniper needs to be taken care of in this situation. Maros, the blue scout, is behind and gets taken out by Sandwich, the flank heavy, who decides to have a well-deserved treat. We'll make good team. Blue team setting up to go into house. Steve doing the classic high-level pyro strat of, oh shit, the guy just feigned, time to spin around and burn everywhere. Take notes, people. Clark setting up in the more protected position. Now he cannot be backstabbed. He has learned his lesson. The Uber exchange coming out. It seems to just be a light push from this Uber, just forcing out the Uber from the enemy team, potentially for a second bomb. Adam Rasek being taken out by the Wrangler. Now it becomes the soft push. The sentry, the enemy sentry being taken down. The sentry on red side is still up. It is out of ammo. He's been wrangling a lot. And CJ is going to be taken down here. It seems they went for a light Uber. Oh, Toast going for a lot of cart time. That was pretty good. You could go for more potential cart time after that. So yeah, it seemed like the Uber went in to force their Uber. They backed out, waited for the Uber to run out, and then went in for a bunch of bombs to get some more damage. But it seemed like STCK on the red team had a stronger defense. Raptor going for the bomb. He takes a pipe. The blue flank going for a potential bomb here. Raptor failing his jump and getting killed. Toast going for the trick jump up top. He bumped Dima. Dima is aware of his presence. Wow. That was so close to being airshot. That was a good track by Dima. And we have Seal trying to build for Uber, but sadly you cannot build when you're being headshot. And the Uber charge is full on the side of red team and slowly building on the side of blue team. We are waiting for the exchange to happen. Raptor is going for a potential force, it seems. He's not aware of the sticky trap. The sticky trap doesn't dead, but he runs straight into a sentry. And he goes down again. Good attempt. Emilio just going for pressure on the cart. Waiting for the Ubers to happen so that the force and the exchange can happen, so that they're just doing slight pressure. Toast is behind on the last point, being chased by May. The spy versus scout. The spy does have a bunch of feints though. May going for the predictions. May's actually doing pretty good at predicting where he is. Oh. I should probably come back here because we have equal Ubers, so the charge is probably the exchange. Cloudy being taken out by Burn. With the sniper advantage, it's going to be difficult to go for a early Uber unless they go in for a house. Otherwise, they could be sniped going through tracks or through boiler. Raptor going in for another bomb. A lot of damage onto the blue team. Potentially, red team could go for an aggressive flank here to go for the Uber force. Blue team are just struggling to group up their forces for an Uber charge. Z-Man is aggressively going in. He could potentially get an ambi snipe on CJ. Maybe just 102 on CJ will be enough to force him. Let's see. He's in prime targeted position here. Z-Man going after other targets like the sniper. Will blue team deal with Z-Man? He is going behind, probably going after the teleporter. Toast is also back in this position. Why did you buff the fucking speed boost on Spy Valve? You pretty much just broke these maps. I mean, you could already do it with double bunny hopping anyway. The Uber charge coming out, being stalled very well by Pills, and being doubled. And now the Uber charge coming out from the defending team, which are now just going to deny this Uber charge. Doing very well, cleaning up. The flank on red team has been taken out though, so they could potentially lose high ground unless Sandwich stays up here. Raptor still has full health. I could see him going for a counter jump around. Dima going aggressive. Yep, Raptor's coming back in, but forgets the sentry still exists. May going very aggressive here, potentially killing Toast. And Toast is down. Man, Toast got killed while he was using Dead Ringer. How bad can you be? Okay. Uber advantage on the red side. Blue team just needs to get a early force or drop on the enemy side and then go in for a good Uber here. Z-Man going for some acting. That's Oscar nominee acting right there. Just walking up to Raptor. No one suspects a thing. The gun being spammed out. The sentry being taken down due to rocket spam. Blue team are now going for the soft push here without the Uber charge. They are currently behind. The Uber charge coming out from the red team to contest this cart. Probably not that necessary since it was just two people pushing up without a medic. But they are chasing onto CJ. Can they get a pick on CJ here? Z-Man is behind. Z-Man could go for a kill on CJ here. He gets taken out by Raptor because he doesn't have his right click of win. Ugh, fucking spies. Oh my god. What was that? Steel being taken out. And Strong Opinions have the Uber advantage, so they can potentially get the point here if they go in for the classic Uber Pyro meta. But they are pushing from the furthest distance in which they could push, where they're just going to be shot. The early Uber here, wasting a lot of time trying to get to them. Not much cart pressure here, teammates aren't nearby, they kind of pushed when a lot of their team were down. They are slowly starting to nudge up the cart here. Red team are losing a lot of players. Steel going for the man mode cart pushing. The mini sentry is set up. No one can contest this cart because a mini sentry exists. And the cart looks very close to being capped. Strong Opinions are just throwing their forces at the cart here. They need to get it capped. Maros, Clark going for the wrenches. Ah, the engineer block. And Raptor is still in. He can potentially just get airshot. Oh my god, that was such a good airshot! Holy shit. Oh, I wish I had an instant replay thing here. Blue team are walking up here with the Uber. Not the Uber, the medic. And medic is just being shot at because he's separated. A bit of miscommunication there as well. Blue team are just bleeding in. They need to get that card. They think the card is like so close that they can get it, but they're just wasting their time by just bleeding in. They need to regroup and go in. Demon's doing a good job zoning out the flank. He's taken out Cloudy. They have the sniper advantage. They could potentially hold sniper lower down here, which they are. So anyone walking up will get shot. They have very little time to push in here, even if they do cap it. Last point will take a while. They could only potentially have like 2 or 3 pushes from that. The blue team is now grouping up, going in. They're being demolished by the sentry gun. Clark is a beast at this point. The sentry gun murdering everybody. The most skillful thing in the game. That was a good round from SDCK. Nice. Okay, let's go into the next round of that thing. There we go. Yes. We're out. Okay, this is the second round of Strong Opinions versus STCK on Badwater for the Season 12. Blah blah blah, you get it. The early force from Sprayer, this is very good for Blue Team, even though it's in setup, so they're just farming points. Look at these feeders, they're just dying everywhere. Feed for the Engineer God. The Eureka Effect! Oh my god, I'm actually bleeding. I'm actually affecting the meta. People have been watching me play Eureka Effect, and then they're like, holy shit, Hammock is onto something. The Eureka Effect truly is the best weapon. Eureka Effect is actually pretty legit here, because as soon as you get pressured out onto it, off first here, you pretty much have to run all the way through here, in which if Blue Team already has hill pressure, you're going to get sniped when you're backing out. So you just get to Eureka Effect, back out to spawn, and either set up on corner or just run to third. It's so good. Pretty much like the only two wrenches you can use are the Eureka Effect or the Jag.
5, 4, 3,
And he switched to the Sun Hospitality because he's a pleb. Feels bad, man. Maros dying to the exploit spot. If you put a bunch of stickies here at the start of the game, you cannot destroy the stickies, even if you have short circuit. It's impossible to destroy those stickies. It's pretty much an exploit, and fucking Red Demo Man should be banned for doing that. The bomb coming in, the early force from Sprayer. They could have probably big balls that, but that's what they get for not having the sentry in this position to deny the bombs. The sentry is a little bit later at reacting to that. A team dropping down. Sandwich is actually getting very low here. They could be getting a lot of pressure here. CJ pushing, not CJ, Seal pushing up the cart and going down. That's the most important thing you can do as NG. Just stick your butt to the cart. Toast taking out the teleporter. Huge pick. Now the teleporter's been taken out, they can slowly start to bleed out the red team. The Uber exchange happens from the blue team being blown away by Yahoo, the God Pyro, who's now being floated into the air and launched away by the heavy. Good synergy from the red team. Spy going in, failing to click on his snapper button, a very difficult button to click. And the exchange here seems to have failed. Maros going for the free rune blade. The chivalry play. That's truly like a For Honor play. Raptor going in for the bomb and dies. Nearly taking out the dispenser. Red team taking advantage of that dispenser armor. And we have red team with full Uber charge, and CJ still trying to build his Uber on the blue side. So he could go for another bunch of bombs. Blue demo is starting to walk up, laying the traps. Cart slowly being nudged up here. I'm waiting for the demo soldier bomb here. Raptor's in position for the bomb. Toast is getting in position for the sap. Raptor going in, they go for the force. Toast being pushed off the cliff. Good game sense from Yahoo there. Cucked once again. Blue team have now taken control of this hill area, which could lead to the demise of this sentry gun. Z-Man doing a very good job pressuring out. The dart hit coming out from Raptor. They've had enough of the sentry. Z-Man, the second sniper, taking him out. The Uber coming out of blue team, having to be an early Uber because they are pushing from this huge sightline. Cloudy, will he get any pressure from this position? Probably not, due to the pressure from the sentry. So much pressure. And Raptor getting ready for the bomb on the medic. And he gets killed, landing 2 splashes on the medic, not enough. Toast coming in and dying. But Toast did take out Burn, the sniper. So blue team are pushing up on this hill again. Our team does have Uber. CJ being taken down by stickies. So this is a free Uber for the red team here. Raptor going in for another bomb again. Not taking out the gun. He should have focused the dispenser. The more valuable pick there. Oof. Z-Man with more headshots. Ambi Spy is the only way to play Spy. This is looking like it's going to be an Iron Man hold from STCK, not allowing Strong Opinions, the I don't know, many-time winner of Premiership, are not getting a foothold into this first point. Will STCK turn out to be the champions of this? Of at least Badwater? Blue team are pushing up. Cloudy is pushing up onto the hill. going for the sniper exchange. Z-Man still pushing at everybody. Toast getting the pick on Spelly. The Uber coming out of red team in defense. Looks like they're starting to back out to second. They don't want to defend too hard. Raptor is still in, going for the kill onto the medic. Huge play, going behind. Can he get the engineer pick? And he gets taken out by the rocket. That would have been super huge for Raptor if he stayed alive and pressured Clark, at least destroying his sentry. Delaying the time for the engineer here is crucial. The corner seems to be denied. The sticky traps have been set up on the garage. This is giving them a lot more extra time to go into the push. They only have... Actually, no, they're setting the time here. Ignore me. Z-Man is behind. Will he go for a stick pick? Or will he get sniped by the sniper? He goes for the teleporter pick. Valuable pick there. Nice. Engineer has set up in position. The Uber coming out from blue team here. Red team does not have their Uber yet, so they could get a lot of pressure. Sentry is doing a lot of work. Raptor is coming from the boiler. Potentially going to jump up top and contest the engineer. Toast has Deadringer jumped up again. He bumped Dima. Dima wasn't aware of him being bumped. He gets the stab on Dima. And will he notice the teleporter? If red team decides to hold his position, Toast is still in position. He can get a pick on Burn here. Burn doesn't seem to know. Now he knows. And he gets taken out. Honestly, it's actually pretty hard shooting someone who doesn't know you exist, because you can't really predict where they're going. Oof. This could... If they kill... Yeah, oh, Adam Rosek doing very well here, but he's going to get killed. He's outnumbered. Yeah, red team can potentially set up again. Like, they still have this teleporter set up. They can come back. They have the sentry in the passive hold, which they can easily move up. If blue team don't go for some early aggression, like a soft push here, red team could reconvene and hold this third point, a very strong point to hold. Toast going for the Deadringer jump again, exploiting the Deadringer's speed boost. He's up. Clark is now set up in position. You may hear the Deadringer. Toast actually being taken out by Clark. The epic game sense. He's got that true sight. Whatever the fuck Superman has, where he can see through everything. Spy needs to get like a suit that's like lined with lead or something like that. Raptor very low. Could get taken out by Dima. He gets taken out by me. Z-Man going very aggressive here. Taking out the mini sentry. Yeah, red team are going very aggressive with their flanks here. Z-Man going for the cleanup. Going behind. He bumps Emilio. Emilio is aware of his presence. He decides to back up. The Ubers are equal here. They're deciding to use lower so they can get the wind bombs on the low ground. They need to take out the sentry gun if they want to do any pressure here. Adam Racek actually being denied. Burn getting some sick sniper shots on the mini sentry. Most valuable pick. Toast is going for a potential medic pick here. Nope. Wait. He feeds a saw and dies. Sprayer now has 25% more Uber. At that point, when the medic sees you, you either shoot or you should probably kill Bind, because you pretty much just fed him another Uber. The Uber is a strong advantage for the red team here. Blue team are now going to have to go for another suicide wave. Cloudy, very low health actually. Now it's being held, okay. Wait, where was Z-Man? I swear I saw his name. Oh, there he is, okay. I thought it was like on first. Okay. Toast getting milked. Oof. Everyone trying to bomb. Maros, Amelia bombing in. Adam Racek bombing into the sentry gun and then dying. Suicide wave, mostly unsuccessful. In fact, entirely unsuccessful. They should give their... Yeah, they should group up around their sniper on blue team and probably go for a sniper pick here, since the bombing suicide waves don't seem to be as effective. Or maybe, you know, they should probably kill the sentry gun. A sentry gun seems to be doing a lot of work. Okay. Uber charges are equal. Looks like they're getting ready to group up, pushing through Bridge House. If Demo can walk up to this area, he can easily win bomb the cart, the sentry. Raptor is set up top to spam out the engineer. May taking out Toast with the Boston Basher. The push not going very well here. There are a lot of picks on the blue side, not a lot of picks on the red side. That's basically a wipe in Highlander there. Now red team have the opportunity to push up very aggressively with their flank. Hopefully to take out the teleporter. They do take out the dispenser. Z-Man is in position on the roof to cause a lot of havoc. Sniper is forward on tracks to go for some picks. And Toast is getting ready to trick jump up top. He misses the timing on his Dead Ringer. So now he's just backing out. Ooh, that could have been like a pyro pick from the Sniper. Sniper is in position. They could get a soldier pick here. They use their Conjurer on defense here. The Uber charges are nearly being built on the red side. They still have an advantage on the blue team. Burn doing a lot of damage, taking out Cloudy. It seems like Burn is the better sniper in this situation. The sentry is out of ammo once again. Toast goes for the pick, going for that Dead Ringer route the same time every time. I'm surprised they actually keep falling for it. Toast is now behind. The sentry has been taken out. Maybe Strong Opinions can actually get a push now that the sentry has been taken down. Clark, the MVP of STCK, has been dealt with. The Uber exchange coming out. Sandwich is in a prime position here to deal with anyone else pushing in, so it has to be a solo Uber, or at least a multi-Uber, with the Scout and the Demo Man. Not much value from this. The Sandwich and May has been taken out. They're still getting a lot of pressure on this cart. It doesn't seem like Red Team can deal with this cart right here. Yahoo is going in for the play. The sick power play is right here, and this looks like it's going to be a cap for Strong Opinions on third point. Sprayer is actually caught in. Sprayer should basically kill Bind right here. Yeah. Like, just save time, because you're pretty much dead there. And Red Team have started setting up a sentry immediately on third. That gun's going to go down thanks to Toast sapping it. Emilio is eating a sandwich. Sandwich doesn't agree with you. You cannot have a sandwich in Sandwich's presence, that's offensive. And Red Team seem to be having like a pretty good defensive hold on this point, even after immediately losing third. Cloudy is in position for the sniper exchange. He gets a body on the Spelly. Spelly very low. Where is the sniper? Sniper is here. Okay. Hello Burn, how you doing? Here's Cloudy. Oh, there's Z-Man. I don't think this is going to happen unless he peeks all the way out. Okay, the Uber charge advantage for the blue team. This looks like they should take this advantage of this and start to walk up. It looks like Emilio might die here, pressuring the car. No, he gets out, very low HP. Oh no, and he gets taken out by Spelly with the spam. I think that was actually a good body block from the spy there. Maros is in. He is in. He is prime in position. The red team are setting up in spiral so they cannot be bombed. Blue team are just pushing up the cart for free here. Red team are now walking up. Is that the quick fix? That is the quick fix coming out. And the heavy dying because he is not invincible. He is just healed very quickly. There's the downside of the quick fix. You cannot actually tank people being bursted. Toast being immediately rocketed by the game sense of Clark. Sentry being taken down. This game is not sponsored by Clark. Demo Man here, doing very well, pushing the cart. Red Team doing a very good job actually cleaning this up. Ooh, good shots by Burn. It's actually, can I spec people? Yeah, oh goddammit. Goddammit, why doesn't right click go back to another person? I have to go all, oh god, when he goes to people who are alive. This is why I don't go first person. There we go, let's spec Clark. I mean, not Clark, Burn. Sorry, I was thinking of Clark. I was just thinking of all the good players in the game. That was like Clark and Burn. Oh, ooh, he gets shot on Adam. Does he see Toast? Will Toast get him? Rib. Oh, now I've got the fucking thing where I spectate people and I'm in sniper FOV. That's fun. There we go. Okay. Oh, Oh, now I go in like free look and I've got like sniper FOV. Oh, this is fun. Can I... FOV... Side 90. Nope, okay. I guess we're going first person the rest of the game there. Let's spectate Clark, the man of the match here. On the mini sentries. Building up the Spencer, and that's a pretty good spot there. The Demo Man can play the low ground on the ramp and spam and still get ammunition. Medic still on quick fix. Interesting decision. I guess they are on last point here, so that if they're being pressured constantly by the aggressive bombs of strong opinions. The teleporter being set up, what does that teleporter lead to? I would usually use a backwards teleporter on this point, so that when you're sitting where the dispenser is and the enemy team drops down on you, you can back out to lower spawn without being trapped. But it seems like this teleporter actually goes somewhere. Let's see. Oh look, my camera's actually fixed now. Nice. I guess it's because I wasn't speccing a sniper. Maybe. I don't know. This game is broken. Demo Man is going in for a bomb here. Will he get enough pressure to force the medic? I don't think he knows where the medic is. Toast going in for the pick. He gets a backstab on Sprayer. Toast finally learning how to use the melee weapon of the spy. Oh, look at that Premiership bronze medal. How do I get rid of these? There we go. Now, blue team do have the straight Uber advantage, but they are waiting for Heavy to push. Z-Man being caught out here. Sandwich denying the push to Mapram. May, aggressive on the tires, gets taken out by like 5 people. Where we trade. Uber charge coming out. Will they get a sentry pick? The valuable mini sentry pick. They are getting a lot of pressure here. They're giving a lot of time for their team to push up the car. Sandwich still in Mapram, alive. He could potentially need a sandwich here. But he can do a lot of pressure to this car. Raptor taking him out. The high ground still being contested. There's a lot of cart time here. Strong Opinions can very well get the cart here. And they do. Man. That took a while. 16 minutes and 5 seconds offense. That's a very slow time. It can be very easy for them to beat here. By them, I mean SDCK. Look at that. Cussing so hard. Ugh. Okay. Let's have a look at these guys. Hey. Forcing in spawn. Good precedent. Red team feeding. Giving the engineer the sacrifices. Seal on the Southern Hospitality. Really, I don't understand why they're using Southern Hospitality here, because it's not like they're going to be wrenching anyone. Setting up in this spot, which is better for the bombs coming in. It's more of a reach. It's the Milliguns. The Kritzkrieg! Ooh! And the Milligun. God damn it. I think they were baiting. I think he was like on the Kritzkrieg, just in case the spy was checking the Medigun, and then last second switching back, just to like fuck with their comms. Which is a good strat now that you can build Uber charges in spawn really fast. The Uber charge on red side here. Dima going for the aggressive push here through tunnel. Potentially going to jump up through tunnel and go for the force. He's on the Quake gun, the original. And not a force out of their team. Z-Man still in position, gets taken out. And see the next wave of the suicide wave. Toast being very aggressive here, getting an ambi on the pyro and the sniper. Dima is now switched to the dart hit. Because of this sentry position, you can easily dart hit it, because it's not in this position here. Yet, it would actually be more favorable if he stood around here and then base jumper dart hit, like around about this angle here. But it looks like they're just going for the suicide wave here. Spelly going for a bit too high of a jump here. CJ being juggled around. Big bull CJ taking a lot of stickies, and he goes to the force. That's a good force there. He would have died there. He held it for as long as possible. And now the Uber advantage is on the side of Sprayer. That was a very good play from CJ. That Demo Man on blue team stayed alive way too long there. That could have been something for the rest of his team to deal with. Dima is now in a good setup to spam the gun, but being forced out It looks like they're now contesting the hill area. The Uber does come out very early onto the heavy, flashing onto the demo for the force, but being pushed all the way back. This Uber doesn't seem to be getting as much pressure as possible. The sentry does get taken out and being set up back up on garage. Now they're contesting the low ground area. The blue team can potentially take this hill area because of the swap in rotation words that the red team are setting up in this area. But it seems like Dima is going in for a bomb. And getting denied. I was looking for the air shots. Oof. Z-Man getting a headshot on Cloudy. It looks like Strong Opinions can set up back on this cliff again. Seal might want to move his gun back up onto cliff here, but he is in potential to be a sightline. The red team going for the aggressive Uber onto the blue team. This is rarely seen, unless used by a flank. The heavy is now caught out of position and will probably be taken out. He is taken out. Now red team are in a predicament where they are combo players down. They're now having to back out. That was a questionable Uber exchange by Strong Opinions here. They went in with the aggressive Uber onto the attacking team, and then because they lost players, they then lost the point. Blue team have now pretty much taken this point for free. The blue team still have Uber advantage. Red team are setting up their flank onto the roof and going for the corner hold. If they can deny a soldier of direct hit or a gun spy or a sniper up on this roof, then they can hold this kind of well, but the combo seems to be going very aggressive on the blue team. Sniper is in position on the red team, getting free pickings. Raptor going into the bomb, being denied by Yahoo, the blue pyro. And the Uber exchange coming out, it's questionable Uber, the solo... I guess it was like the end of the Uber there. And the Uber exchanges coming out from the red team, going aggressive, not really contesting this roof area. Burn is still uncontested. He's potentially going to get a shot on the red engineer. The red sniper has been taken out. This is not a very favourable position for the red team. They are covered in Girardi. I'm surprised I didn't actually get a follow-up bomb there. Z-Man is walking in and just dies because he's an idiot. Raptor wants a crossbow. Man, Strong Opinions should have been denied there on defense, but no real follow-up here. Burn is still doing the sniper trade on the roof here. I'm surprised there's not much contest going up here. The cart does slowly get nudged up just because of how passive red team are playing. The sentry is being pulled back, going to be set up on the third point. Blue team can go for an aggressive flank play here to pressure the engineer from setting up his nest. But it seems they're very slow to push. They're actually all grouping in through Boiler, as I predicted. They're all pushing up top, going to pressure the NG. Seal is taken out. Feels bad, man. I know that feel, just being taken out because you have no flank and the team is just pushed. Not like this. Toast going for the pick on Sandwich. A good cleanup from Strong Opinions. Oh. My like scoreboard is... Okay, there we go. I was confused where Sprayer was on my scoreboard there for a second. Red team does have the Uber advantage starting to build up. They are going for the forward hold again onto the corner. Very good map positioning here. Blue team have lost the positioning, and instead of staying back on third, they do go pressure for the corner. Demon not getting as much value out of those rockets. He could have gotten a very good pick there, but that would have been very difficult. Now backing up. Setting up back in the standard third hold position. Z-Man is getting a lot of good ambu shots here. He could potentially shoot CJ. CJ is actually caught. CJ gets taken out. The blue team going for a very good flank there. Sprayer now has a lot of Uber advantage. And if he can stay alive, there's actually very few people alive. He could get chased out here. Where is Sprayer? I can't actually see him. Did Sprayer make it out? Yeah, Sprayer's all the way back on first point. I can see Toast going for a pick here. Although there's Spencer. The dispenser block. Oh, the game sense from Clark denying Toast. Now they know he's there, and they can send a soldier after Toast and the scout. They really want to kill Toast. Oh, Raptor, is he going to get out? Nah, he doesn't. Okay, blue team have the advantage here. Red team can play aggressively to go for the medic pick, but it will potentially hurt their hold here. Their flank soldier is down. The boiler push can be made here. The blue heavy is being denied though, so they're having to wait around for their players. They are going for the aggressive push from lower, being denied by a lot of spam here, being juggled around. They are not getting the damage. The spy sneaking up onto third point and taking out the sentry. The sniper oblivious. I know that feel as well. And blue team slowly starting to pressure up the cart. The Uber exchange happens from the red team here. The blue team have already backed out. Less value from the Uber here, so they're deciding to chase a little bit more. They might overcommit in this situation, especially since Burn is still up. He could snipe them as they're backing out. And Z-Man is... yeah, he was probably going for the, like... the feign up into third again. May! Is it May? No, Maros. They got the same two letters. Maros with a good prediction on the spy. And get game sensed. Clark once again is Dispenser. I'm actually intrigued by this Dispenser here as an NG main. Like, he could have Dispenser like round about here to help his team, but he's setting it up here. Like, I feel like this is specifically to counter Toast from just like feigning around. Like, he can't get up here without destroying the Dispenser because of the positioning of it. So he either runs all the way around here, gets up to here, which is probably not going to happen. Or he destroys the Dispenser, in which there's an immediate call. Oh shit, their spy's on roof. I might actually consider that. Oh, this is why you watch demos of like high-level games. You learn new shit. Seal going for the newbie rookie mistake of standing on the sentry gun. He could easily be headshot right there. But it's also very hard to like shoot people when you're like standing behind the sentry gun. Like you can't really see stuff as much. The Uber coming out from blue team, actually deciding to focus the gun this time, finishing off Toast apparently. They will not take out the sentry because they are bad. Z-Man sapping the teleporter and the dispenser. The cart slowly being pushed up. Z-Man could probably take this cart. Nope, he's going behind to pressure. The sentry gun finally being taken out. Seal being taken out. Cloudy is still in position on the window. He could get a kill on Sprayer right here. And the cap. Cloudy could be trapped here. Nope, he gets out. Could be chased here actually. Nah, May's deciding to stay on the cart. So this red sniper will get out alive here. You could go into shadow and then go get like a free pick here. Combo playing quite close here. Yep, that's what you get for playing close when they have a sniper up. And the red engineer setting up. This is one of my favorite sentries here. It like shoots them as they come in. And you've got like the little like ammo. It's like a nice little nook to hold in. Seems to be a good push from the blue team. The red team are still playing very close here. CJ is on fire. He could get extinguished if that weapon was still relevant. Spelly getting a lot of spam here. The Uber coming out from the blue team. I keep saying Uber coming out, but that's because my brain can't comprehend everything that's going on right here. Sprayer he will be taken down. Don't worry, STCK, you only have 6 minutes to push last. I'm pretty sure you'll do it. Rookie mistake from Clark, sitting at the telly right next to the dispenser. Someone getting on the dispenser getting heals could be telefragged by the enemy spy. This is actually a good spot to put like a telly, it's pretty nice. Jeez, don't you even watch Uncle Dane? He invented the engineer class. Oof. Spy's being taken out by Cloudy. Let's see if Burn can do the sniper exchange. It seems to be like a swap from before. Snipers in the same positions. The enemy combo on red team is Girardi'd. Will blue team get pressure from this? Probably not because the sniper is still up. Come on, Burn. Come on, Burn. Yep, Toast is there. Yep. You got sniped. Look at these stickies. Sticky battle. Red team going very aggressive. They are forced. They have to go for the Uber exchange here. Sprayer can big balls it. He's really far back. They are now overcommitting, pushing into this point. Why are they playing this aggressive? They're just getting sniped. Emilio is very low health, getting to a sandwich in place. Can Burn get a sideline? No, he misses the Girardi. Now there's a straight Uber advantage here. CJ is actually building Uber very quickly due to how low his teammates are. The Uber coming out from blue team being denied very well by the sentry, which is probably going to get taken out immediately. They've lost the Uber, but they have gained the high ground. Sniper is still up on the red side, so he could shoot them as they are walking in here. Demon's doing a good job here of pressuring the sniper. Every time that the sniper isn't sniping, there's not being people killed. I guess that's a good quote, maybe. I don't know. Man, that was a good push denial there. They had straight Uber advantage and then just got shoved out. Red team now has got the advantage. We could see the infamous... Oh my god! Burn just getting the snipe on Amelia, who's standing just in the middle of, like, the cart. Sundry Gun can be pressured out here. They have taken map from Z-Man is in position to go for a sap. No, he looks like he's going for Cloudy. Balance class. Oh, look at the prediction there. The Rescue Ranger bolts. Is he going to take the telly? He's going to take the telly. He's going to go to drop down. See, that's what I was talking about, of like a backwards telly. Like, you have your telly there, so that if the enemy team drops down an Uber here to like push you, you can just take the telly and get out. Or you can use Eureka, like an Acro NG. Ooh, the early force from Sprayer. Looks like he's in a good position to use Uber anyway. Getting a lot of damage onto the enemy team. And the combo of Red team holding in Spiral, very good position to hold in, stops them being bombed. They're covered in all forms of bodily fluids here. May going in, oh, that could have been a nice CJ pick. Sandwich getting a lot of damage here. Oh my god. Blue team could get a very good soft push here. CJ is about to have Uber, so they could go for the Uber Pyro. Sandwich is doing a lot of work here, getting a lot of kills and pushing up the cart. A good Pootis right there. CJ and Steve. Z-Man was going for the trick stab, and he gets the backstab on Steve. Will he left click CJ to death? Ah, feels bad, man. Seal is now setting up his gun again. Oh, Yahoo! Going for the pick, and then gets taken out. Man, this is a fiesta. This is just a brawl of people fighting constantly. Red team are at a loss of players here. Blue team are slowly nudging up the cart. They have now taken a stranglehold on this point. Raptor's going in for a bomb, but being focused by too many players. Seal is struggling to set up his sentry, but he gets taken out by the overpowered French class. The blue team is about to cap, and they cap the point. And that seems to be Badwater, at least, for STCK. Now, I don't have a STV of Upward, the second map, but if someone can find me the STV, I know I couldn't find it on the ETF2L page, so I could probably do that. Ugh, that was interesting. Just find it very hard to, you know, keep talking about relevant things in the game. It's very, you have to have a quick mind for that kind of shit. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the game. STCK played very well. I'd say man of the match of that game was probably Clark. Maybe also Burn, because he was doing very well on the sniper exchanges there. And yeah, that was also a very good play from CJ on first point, holding out that Uber for like the last second, getting the most value out of it. That was pretty great. So congratulations to both the teams there. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I guess I'll see you next time.